Welcome to Scene A Breakdown. Every scene hides a secret. Every movie is filled with hidden details, Easter eggs, and untold stories. If you love movie breakdowns, Marvel, DC, and fan theories, you're in the right place. Subscribe now, and let's break down cinema like never before. Back in 2019 with Avengers Endgame, the MCU gave audiences a version of Hulk that, honestly, nobody had asked for. During the 5-year blip, it was revealed that Bruce Banner had finally figured out how to merge his two personalities. The result? A brand new Hulk with Bruce Banner's intelligence and Hulk's body. Fans called him Smart Hulk or Professor Hulk. And if there was one thing in Endgame that disappointed fans more than anything else, it was Professor Hulk. At that point, Marvel could have just shown Bruce Banner himself. They would have even saved a fortune on CGI. Ever since then, fans have been waiting for the return of the Hulk, who starts smashing the moment someone says, "Hulk smash!" And finally, after 7 long years, Savage Hulk is reportedly making his return next month in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. But there's one thing that keeps bothering me. What if this Savage Hulk comeback isn't permanent? In fact, what if it's only limited to Brand New Day? How? Well, today we're going to talk about why Savage Hulk's return may only be temporary, and also discuss the chances of Hulk finally becoming Grey Hulk. So let's begin. Bruce Banner used his genius to give Hulk not only incredible strength but also intelligence. Although, to be honest, it feels like She-Hulk needed the brains more. From a character development perspective, this evolution makes sense. These days, we're seeing more and more violent characters becoming calmer and more mature. But MCU fans still haven't forgotten the original Savage Hulk. Why? Because we've never actually seen him reach his full potential. Hulk doesn't need to solve quadratic equations. Nobody watches Hulk to see him do math. People want rage. People want destruction. And judging by the latest Brand New Day trailer, I have a feeling that Savage Hulk's return won't last very long. The trailer gives fans almost everything they've been asking for. Peter finally living in a tiny apartment, organic web shooters, and most importantly, the original Savage Hulk. In the new footage, Hulk looks exactly like his classic MCU monster version. Actually, he looks even better. Maybe years of being suppressed have only made him angrier. This time, he even sees Spider-Man as a major threat, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man is clearly going to struggle against him. Unfortunately for Peter, Black Widow never got the chance to teach him the secret trick for calming Hulk down. But here's the interesting part. The trailer makes it look like Bruce Banner isn't acting on his own free will. One of Banner's lines strongly suggests that the mysterious villain is controlling his mind. Many fans are even speculating that the new character played by Sadie Sink might actually be Jean Grey, the powerful mutant known for her psychic abilities. Whether that's true or not, one thing seems clear. Bruce Banner isn't the villain. He's the victim. Someone else is using Savage Hulk like a weapon, specifically against Spider-Man. Honestly, even Begone Spray would have been enough. Anyway, that's exactly why I believe Savage Hulk's return won't last beyond this movie. The mind control explains why Smart Hulk suddenly becomes Savage Hulk. But it also gives Marvel the perfect excuse to turn him back into Professor Hulk once the story is over. And let's not forget, Bruce already created a device to keep Hulk under control. Most people don't even remember this because it appeared in She-Hulk, a show that many fans have completely forgotten. Still, at least we'll finally get to see Savage Hulk again, even if it's only for one movie. That's better than nothing. Another interesting detail is that Hulk seems to be filling the traditional Avenger mentor role in Spider-Man's movies. Every Spider-Man MCU film has featured one major Avenger. This time, it's Hulk. Now here's where things get really interesting. According to Daniel RPK, the version of Hulk appearing in Brand New Day will actually be Grey Hulk. Now before you ask, how does Hulk suddenly turn gray? Comic fans already know that Hulk has changed forms more times than a cricket player changes batting positions. Originally, Marvel never intended Hulk to be green. His very first comic appearance was actually as Grey Hulk. The reason they switched to green was surprisingly simple. Back in those days, comic printing technology couldn't consistently reproduce gray ink. Green was easier, cheaper, and looked more consistent on paper. As the comics evolved, so did Grey Hulk. Some stories explained that Hulk originally started out gray before eventually becoming green. Others skipped that entirely. Eventually, Marvel established that Green Hulk and Grey Hulk represent T. Savage Green Hulk represents Bruce Banner's pure rage and uncontrollable anger. Grey Hulk, on the other hand, represents his selfishness, ego, and darker personality. Both are incredibly destructive, just in very different ways. Later in the comics, Doc Samson used hypnosis to merge Bruce Banner, Savage Hulk, and Grey Hulk into a single balanced personality, Professor Hulk, which is basically the version we're currently seeing in the MCU. Now, Spider-Man: Brand New Day gives Marvel another perfect opportunity to finally introduce Grey Hulk properly. If he really appears in the movie, it could mean Marvel is finally embracing Hulk's original comic book roots. Grey Hulk has never been as popular as Green Hulk. Mainly because he hasn't received nearly as much screen time. Maybe this movie changes that. And here's another fun fact. Grey Hulk was actually supposed to appear way back in Avengers: Age of Ultron. In early versions of the script, Wanda Maximoff's mind control would have transformed Hulk into an even more violent Grey Hulk before he rampaged through South Africa. But Marvel eventually removed the idea because they thought audiences would be confused by a grey version of Hulk. Now, years later, they finally have another opportunity. And if Jean Grey really is involved, well, her last name is literally Grey, and Hulk might become Grey too. Okay. That connection doesn't actually mean anything, but it's still funny. If Marvel decides to go down this route, it won't just give Hulk a fresh direction. It might finally heal the disappointment many fans felt after She-Hulk. And that's it for today's video. Now I'm off to YouTube to watch Supergirl, because while editing this video I realized they've basically uploaded the entire movie in clips. All that's left is putting them together in the right order. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.